Speedboat outside to in edge of the boat. When Ellie, the battle begins. Elliot is getting slower. Getting slower. Alien is getting... Getting slower. The battle ends. Alien gains 600 experience points. Double tap to continue. Finally, Elian manages to make him fall. The threat is thwarted. He can return to the cabin. Crew member 5 to inside. You have reached saving point. Amelia, saving. You saved the game. She's never seen a thing like that creature. Anyway, she invites Elian to rest. Tools. Crew, he doesn't chat a lot. Crew, medical kit. The rest is for crew. He's talkative and bed. Weapons. Bed. Elian accepts the offer and goes to sleep. But after a few hours, his sleep is interrupted by the 2 members of the crew outside the cabin. Monsters on sight. Elian stands up. The hunt must start. Weapons. To the outside. You have reached Speedboat. Crew member 5. He's an expert in weather. Crew member 4. Lifeboat. To inside. Crew member. Life. There's a lifeboat. Crew. He's the fisherman of crew. To inside. Life. To in. You have reached Speedboat. Saving point. Amelia. She's sorry for the interruption to Elian's sleep. He tells them to stay here. He will take care of the problem. Tool, crew, medical kit, bed, weapons to the bed. Elian must defeat the monsters outside if he wants to finish his sleep. Medical kit, the rest is for the crew. Bed, to the outside. You have reached to in crew member life to inside crew member 5 crew life. There's a lifeboat. Okay. There's a crew. Apparently he saw some humanoid fish swimming around the speedboat. Crew member 5. He says he has also seen another one, which looks like a humanoid turtle. To inside fish man. It's a humanoid covered in scales and with fins. The head resembles a fish. It jumps from the water and lands near Elian. The battle begins. The enemy is getting faster. The battle ends. Elian gains 200 experience points. Elian gets blood vial. Double tap. Lifeboat. Crew member to in fishman. Humanoid turtle. Fish. Humanoid lifeboat. Human fish. It's a humanoid covered in scales and with fins. The head resembles a fish. The battle begins. The enemy is getting faster. The battle ends. Elian gains 200 experience points. Elian gets blood vial. Double tap. Lifeboat. Humanoid to inside. Humanoid turtle. This one is similar to the others. Its traits are more similar to those of a turtle. It also has a shell on its back. At a certain point it makes a great leap and, with a trident in its webbed hands, it points toward Elian's throat. The battle begins. The enemy is shielded from attacks. The enemy is not shielded anymore. The enemy is shielded from attacks. The enemy is not shielded anymore. The enemy is shielded from attacks. The enemy is not shielded anymore. The battle ends. Elian gains 250 experience points. Double tap to lifeboat. Crewman to inside.
Control center. Airplane. Sound ready. Mode. Calculate. Select. Screen. Lock rotation. Text size. Button. Selected. Screen recording. Button. Actions available. Direct touch area. Direct touch area.
Crewman. Looks like he already saw some monsters. But Elian doesn't think he's suited to fight them. Crewman. Elian is surprised to notice that he already has a gun in his hand, and he would be ready to shoot if necessary. To inside. You have reached the weapon bed. Elian goes to sleep again. This time he finishes his rest. When he wakes up, there's a weird mood. There is silence inside the cabin, and the crew seems nervous. Maybe it's an idea to talk to them. Weapon to the out. Saving point. Amelia, you saved the game. Amelia. She's nervous. The mist is quite dense, and she has a bad feeling. She's lost in thought. She's lost in thought. Tools. Crew member. He just sits and waits for some update on the situation. Actually, he can't hide his agitation completely. Actually, crew member. He has some bad news. Communication with the outside is interrupted. He's trying to restore the signal. He wants to say something. Medical kit. The rest is for the crew. Bed. Weapons. Bed. Elian doesn't need to sleep anymore. Weapon to the outs. Saving point. Amelia. She's lost in thought. 2 crew mem. Actually. Crew mem. He wants. Medical crew. He wants to say something to lighten the mood. But he knows that it's not the right moment. Medical kit. Bed. Weapons. There's some weapon for large. The rest is for the crew. Bed. Web to the outside. Problems with communications and mist. It's not necessarily caused by paranormal phenomena, but Elian is ready for any eventuality and goes out to check. The mist is dense indeed. At a certain point it appears there's something inside it. It's a ghost ship. It's quite old. Probably it has centuries on its shoulders, and its condition proves that. A few meters from the speedboat it stops as well. Elian thinks that it's a good idea to investigate. You have reached speedboat, outside. Lifeboat. Crew member 4. His mouth is still open, while he stares at the ghost ship. Crew member 5. Even he gets nervous at the sight of the ghost ship. To inside. To the ghost lifeboat. Crew to the ghost. Elian hops aboard. As expected, there's no crew at all. Not alive, at least. He thinks it's better to start checking from the stern. The helm should be there. Elian knows that this place is very dangerous. A ghost ship. You can't expect to find blood anywhere, not even by monsters. So he should use the blood vials he still has very wisely, and rely on the floating gems he might find. Eventually. You have reached Ghost main mast. It is damaged. The sails are torn apart. Skeleton corpse. Elian feels like some of those skeletons were not pirates on the ship, judging by some pieces of cloth still attached to the bones. Cannons. Elian takes a look. They are still in good condition. It's possible that they can still fire. Cannonballs. There are many cannonballs scattered near the cannons. In case of a battle with cannons, it would be handy. To the speedboat, to the stern, to the bow, to below deck, main mast, to below deck, to the speed, to the stern. Here's the stern. Elian can see the helm in the quarterdeck. In front of him, there's a door. It might be the captain's room. You have reached Ghost Ship, stern. Quarterdeck. Above the quarterdeck, there's the helm. In front of Elian, there's a door. It could be the captain's room. In the surrounding area, there are slashes everywhere. Helm. Elian checks the helm. It's blocked. He thinks it's best to check the anchor in the bow. Broken aquabus. It has been hit by something quite heavy. It's an antique model, by the way. To the main deck, to the captain's room. Quarter deck, to the It's locked from the other side. It looks like Elian will have to find a path inside the ship to reach the room. To the main deck. You have reached to go to the bar, to the speedboat, cannonball to the stern, to the bar. The bowsprit is damaged, and the figurehead as well. The anchor should be on the right. You have reached Ghost Ship. Bow. Hole. There's a small hole on the floor. Not enough to fall inside it, but enough to make you stumble. It's too dark to see through the hole. Bowsprit. It's damaged as well. There's a noticeable crack in it. Anchor. The anchor is still set sail, so something is wrong. Elian thinks it's time to explore the ship from inside. The anchor is set sail. Figurehead. It represents a woman, from the head down to the bust. It's damaged, and half of the face is missing. To the main deck, hole. To the main... You have reached to ghost to the bow, to below deck. All passages that connect to the rear of the below deck are sealed. Maybe Elian can avoid the obstacles passing through the hold. In the room there are a few skeletons, but they move, and their weapons point towards him. You have reached front Ghost Ship. Saving point. You saved the game. Front exit. Here the crew stored all the weapons. For some reason there aren't many cannonballs here. Elian saw many of them on the deck near the cannons. He wonders what happened. You have reached front Ghost back exit. You have reached save. You saved the game. Skeleton. Battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 160 experience points. Double tapped. Corpse. This corpse comes from the outside. He died recently, since the corpse still has flesh. In a state of decomposition, of course. The cause of death is probably all the cuts on his body. Sealed path. Skeleton. Battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 160 experience points. Double tap. You opened quit. Back. Game progress 50%. You're back in the map. To the main deck. Skeleton. Sealed path. Many layers of wood are nailed to block the path, which is closed almost airtight. To the hold. Front exit to the hold. Front exit. Saving point. Front. You have reached Ghost Ship. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 160 experience points. Double tap. Weapons. There are many fighting weapons. Most of them are rusty, but Elian wouldn't touch even the ones in good condition. Not if they are inside a ghost ship. They could be cursed or haunted. Rag. It's filthy and moldy. It was used to clean the weapons. Once upon a time. Bucket. There's still some water inside it. It looks stagnant. Back exit. You have reached front ghost. You have reached front ghost. In this part of the ship, there are more skeletons. There might be a reason. There's also some ghosts. You have reached ghost ship. Below deck. Front. To the hold. Barrel. It's empty inside. It's also pierced at some point. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 160 experience points. Double tap. Broken lifeboat. It has been crushed with many blows. There's some nail scratches. There's actually even some human nails stuck in the wood. Ghost. The battle begins. Alien is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Swipe left to you have reached front ghost to the front exit to the The access to the front of the hold is blocked, but the rear is still connected by a door. From through the walls some ghost appears. This is not good. Alien's weapons can't kill them. You have reached ghost ship. Hold. The battle begins. Alien is getting slower. Alien is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Swipe left to load the... You have reached front ghost. You have reached ghost. In this part of the ship, there are more skeletons. There might be a reason. You to the hold. Go to the cabin. To the armory. Hole. There's a hole in the right wall. The one toward the speedboat. It's quite wide. To the armory. You have reached ghost ship. Skeleton. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 160 experience points. Double tap to weapons. Rag. Bucket. Back exit. Front exit. You have reached barrel. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 160 experience points. Double tap. Broken lifeboat. Ghost. The battle begins. Alien is getting... Alien is getting... He has no more blood. Alien is getting slower. Alien is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Swipe left to load the last saved game. You have reached front ghost ship saving point. You saved the game. Front exit to the main deck. Skeleton. The battle begins. Alien is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Swipe left. You have reached You saved the game.